Building up our space, feeling irie vibes, laying down the foundation, strong and fortified, collecting all the resources. Hemp and stone, gonna make this base a place we can call home.
This is my actual base, the base I'm using in a wipe right now. So we come into the gatehouse, we come to the right hand side to the mini compound. You can see there you've got an auto turret which can see both sides of the mini compound. Here we've got triangle roof peaks where you can see further afield in the middle and to the right and to the left along the side of the mini compound. You actually have two of these, one here as well. Yay. And then we come through here and you can see that the turret can see both sides. Okay, here we come through a armoured door. I left it default skin so you can see what's armoured and what's not. And to the left of you, you've got two box loot room and a repair bench. Under here, you've got an oil refinery. And here you've got two 4-box loot rooms. One there. And here you can put any junk you like. Okay, jumping up to the battery and electric furnace room. You can see there garage doors all over the place as you'd expect. You come through to the armoured door. And your armoured door here acts as a peek onto your shooting floor in case it gets infiltrated, as well as this here. And that's a really good peek there. So we'll jump up now to the... Oh yeah, you've got two boxes there, sorry. We jump up now to the shooting floor. You can see this has got an auto turret as well. There's 3 auto turrets in total in this base. Here you've got very small peaks. It's very hard for people to see you there. You don't get much of an angle. So that's been a perfect place. These peaks are much better. You can see outside the compound and further afield. And there's 3 of these as you can see. And here is your roof take back peaks. And again, there's 3 of these. There's 3 of everything on this base, as you can guess. But here is where the magic happens with this base. First of all, you've got window peaks where you jump onto a box to get a better angle. And here you've got peaks where you can see outside the compound. And if you come here, you can also see inside your compound. So you've got peeks into the outside and the inside in one peak. It's absolutely fantastic. I love those. Thank you AFK Bank for those. Okay, you've got 3 of those as you'd expect. And then we'll go up to the roof. Okay, the roof has got where the 3rd and final auto turret is. And there you can see the peaks. And here are the window peaks. I don't know how many times I've said peaks in this intro, but yeah, it's got a lot of them. So you can actually park a mini on here and place it under them roofs and it won't decay. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do if you want. So that's the roof and we'll come back down into the base again. Back down into here. Into the armoured door. And just down here you can fit up to 3 bags because it is up to a trio base. Your tier 3 in a box. Under here you've got 2 boxes with a shotgun trap. And here you've got a loot room that's just full of boxes. Here's your TC. Here's your upkeep. Hopefully you're still with me. If you are, let's get into the build. This is a very simple starter base. It's 1 square, 1 triangle. Wall the square in, wall the triangle in. Have 2 double door frames. And put a ceiling on. Pop your double doors on. And then put your TC down. Make sure it's right to the back of the wall because we're going to put a shelf on in a second. Like that. Perfect. And that's your starter base. So now we crack on straight away with the expansion. We go down with a square, wall the square in. Then we put a 2nd floor on. Now make sure you put a half wall and a shelf down here because that's needed needed later. Then you put a double door frame on and a door on. That's how it looks like that. Now it's completely up to you what order you do this in. Now you can't get up and down there, but if you don't like it like that, you'll need to do this at some point. Put half walls around here. A single door frame. And then put a ceiling on. And then pop a door on. That. Yep, it looks a bit silly, but who cares? Make sure this square is twig. This is where your oil refinery is going to go. And then these around it, well, it'll probably be stone for you at this point in the wipe, but I'll just do it as metal because they will need to be done in metal later on in the wipe. And delete that back. And then you put a roof up there to jump up in twig. So then we'll go around to the back and we need to do a bit more in twig because we're going to put some shelves down. So we put 2 triangles, 2 half walls, 2 triangles on top, and then we have a triangle shelf there and a square shelf here. And then upgrade that to stone, and then upgrade that one to stone. Just while I'm here, I will upgrade the doors. You can't actually make the jump up with the double door there, you will need a garage door, but it doesn't matter because you've got a door protecting you at the top. So it doesn't matter whether you have garage doors or not yet. Hope that makes sense. So I'll just pop the garage doors down. And then we'll delete this except for the foundations because this is going to be honeycomb. Now the wall in the middle will have to be sheet metal right now because you won't be able to get back to it. And then I'll put a lid on these. And upgrade these. While I do the boring honeycomb at the sides of the base, I just want to shout out Instant Gaming, who I've recently partnered with. They are a great site to get games at a huge discount. They don't just do PC games, but PS, Xbox and Switch. I'll leave a link in the description, check them out. So you can see what we're doing here, we're just honeycombing the 2 squares that are each side of the triangle in the starter base. So I don't know if I have an oil refinery yet, or when you put these down, make sure these are sheet metal as well because you won't be able to get back to them. Provided you put this stone wall on, of course. You can leave that jump up on as long as you like. Whenever you get the oil refinery, you can do this part. This is going to be a jump up. And again, no order, this base can be done in any order you like. It's a very good thing about this base, and you're never in trouble of getting deeped on. You're never in there's never a time when you're in danger. So I pop the furnace down there, and you just pop your oil refinery, which I can't say anymore. I used to be able to say oil refinery. I can't get the words out now. And then if you put a rug on the end here, you won't fall down the sides. So now I'm going to wall this in. All these are going to be loot rooms, 2 4-box loot rooms and the loot room with the repair bench on the bottom. So you want half walls, make sure the half walls are twig because you're going to delete that. And then you put the triangles on the top of it. And you delete the twig below it. Now I'm not going to place the boxes because that's just boring to watch and you'll just switch off. So what I'll do, I'll just put the windows on them, but make sure you put the boxes in before you put the windows on. Otherwise you won't be able to get the boxes in. So I'm going to put a roof on it now. And you roof all this in because your jump up is that single door that we put on earlier on. I sometimes, when I'm playing a bi-weekly, I'll sometimes HQM this floor as well, but I didn't put the HQM of this floor in the cost. So I've upgraded everything to its final materials now. You can see here this is a whole HQM vault. And you'll need to put a ramp down here. So now we've gone to the top of the base and we get half walls, and we go around the 2 squares in half walls. We put a lid on them, and to the right hand side is the way you're facing, you put a double door frame, and to the left hand side you put a window, and then you put a roof on that. Make sure you put your boxes into where that window, before. And now we get to the fun part, the part I like about the base, best about building the base. You do 4 triangles. Obviously your triangles will be twig. And then you delete the first one. So you've got 3 triangles like that. Let me do that again because I scuffed that a bit. 4 triangles, delete the first one. This is at the edges of the base, the sharp edges, or what looks sharp. Okay, 2 of these are going to be the same, one of them is going to be different. We'll start off with the different one because this is going to be a gatehouse. So you have 2 windows and a single door. You can have a double door, it makes absolutely no difference. And you have 2 double door frames. The double door frames connect the gatehouse to the base so we can keep it as a single TC. And then just pop your door and your windows on and your double doors. Have that one going outwards, that one coming inwards. And then we put half walls on top of this because we're going to make a turret pod. And that's your turret pod done there. And then we're going to have 3 double door frames at the top. And here we're going to have low walls. Stop people jumping over when they're stuck in your barricades. This time, what we're going to do, we're going to have 3 half walls going around, and we're going to have a low wall here, and we're going to upgrade the low wall to sheet metal, because that low wall will connect this to the main base. So you don't want something else offside in it. And now we do exactly what we just did on the gatehouse. We put 3 frames on there, no need to put a turret pod. And then repeat what we've just done. 3 half walls, low wall to change it to metal, 3 windows, put a ceiling on it, and 3 double door frames. Now you put a roof triangle here, a roof triangle here, a roof triangle here, and a roof triangle here. Okay, now we're going to go and put down triangle roofs down on here. You can actually do this the opposite way on any other server, and you can put the double door frames I'm about to put down first, except for UKN, which doesn't let you for some reason. This server is just bugged to heaven. I don't know why. So I've done it that way. So, oh yeah, we need these low walls on here. I forgot to put them on. You don't have to have these. They're just an added measure. Just make it more painful for people trying to jump into your compound, really. So now we go to the square and we put 3 triangles, followed by a square roof or ceiling. 3 triangles, followed by a square ceiling. 3 triangles, followed by, you guessed it, a square ceiling. Then we'll put double door frames down here. We'll need to put the double door frames down like now because they're needed for stability in a minute. And then we do the really fun bit and just go around everything with windows. My apologies, I should have really sped this up in the editing. Then we go down and then we put a square frame because that's where your lad hatch is going to go, coming off the door frame, and then we just put square ceilings down here, triangle, and then we just triangle all these in. So here, obviously, once you do something once, you do it 2 more times after. Let me pop a lad hatch down here. And then here, what you're doing, you're making your roof take back peaks here. Make sure the hard side's facing the way I've put it. and then I am going to fast forward this bit. So I've made it to ×2. You do the same thing 3 times. 2 windows in the corner, 3 half walls, 3 half walls, and then put your triangle roofs on. Pretty self-explanatory, this part. So very quickly we're going to go and put the wind turbine down. We're only going to put it 2 stories high because it doesn't need to be any higher with 3 turrets and 3 electric furnaces. I use a wind turbine in case I do want to put more turrets up. Okay, and then we'll come down and put the walls on. The walls are super simple. I don't think there's any way to put into words on how to do them, just watch what I do. But anyway, with the new update, you can actually delete walls after you put them down. So that's absolutely fantastic. No more scuffed compounds for anybody. There you can see, it's very simple that. And I will just put 1 set of barricades down, and I will do the rest of the barricades and the compound off camera, because I'm sure you don't want to watch me do all that again. You know, it's harder in fly mode than when I'm not in fly mode. I don't know why I keep it on. There, alright, I'll do the rest off camera now. And there you go, I finished off the walls, the barricades, and put the embrasures in. And there's your space. Thank you very much for watching.